Petty cash. A petty cash fund is an amount of cash kept on hand to pay for minor expenditures. While the size and scope of a petty cash fund will vary across companies, its operation will involve the following three activities: establishing the fund, making payments from the fund, and replenishing the fund. A petty cash fund is established by writing a check for the amount of the fund, cashing the check, and placing the cash under the care of an employee designated as custodian. A journal entry is then made to record the establishment of the fund. Suppose on May 1, Design Group cashes a $100 check to establish a petty cash fund and gives the cash to Sue, the custodian. The following journal entry is recorded. The entry increases petty cash and decreases cash. Notice that there is no change in total assets. After the fund is established, the cash is used to pay for qualifying expenditures. Payments are usually made in one of two ways. Cash can be taken from the fund to make payment, or employees can seek reimbursement from the fund for payments they have personally made. In either case, the custodian should collect receipts for the use of any cash. As the cash in the fund decreases, the fund must be replenished. To do so, the remaining cash in the fund is counted, and the company cashes a check for the amount that brings the total cash in the fund back to the original balance. The receipts in the fund are then used as documentation for recording expenses. The following journal entry is recorded to replenish the fund. When a petty cash fund is replenished, the amount of cash needed for replenishment should equal the total amount of receipts. However, this will not always be the case. Sometimes the custodian will not obtain all receipts or will give incorrect change, resulting in a discrepancy between the cash needed for replenishment and the amount of receipts. Cash over and short is a temporary account that can either have a debit or credit balance, depending on the situation. A debit balance increases expenses, while a credit balance decreases expenses. In this entry, the cash over and short account is debited, which indicates an increase to expenses. Most likely, the balance would be reported as a miscellaneous expense.
Created using Powtoon.